So what I really wanted to chat to you today about is the constant onslaught of being told to be positive and how to get positive and all the endless things that we're told to do to be positive. So with that in mind, I would just like to throw out a few things that you may have heard from people with regards to your positivity. So how many of you, if you've been told to do affirmations in the morning, told to make a list of all the things that you're grateful for? Maybe you've been told to raise your energy by exercising in the morning first thing. That raises your energy vibrations. That'll help positivity. So in the past, I have had I've heard affirmations, energy, gratitude, constant gratitude. Yes, I mean, I agree. That's a major point. And there are various things that you're told to do, as if positivity is something that you have to like rev up. You've got to wind it up every day so that you can, and how tiring is that if it's an effort? So you might have woken up in the morning and felt that. Now, if you haven't, there may be a reason for that. So when we talk about happiness, happiness comes from various spaces. And what if I told you that you have, when you are just in general day-to-day life, you've got a happiness set point? Have you ever heard of a happiness set point? The happiness set point is the area or the line where you generally sit. So if you imagine 0 on a scale is not happy at all, and then 10 would be like euphoric, and where would you place yourself? So some people will place themselves just generally every day without all the revving. So just on a natural state, where would you place yourself? So let's say you were a 5 on that set point. That's your set point for happiness. So what would happen is, as you rev yourself up, you would push your happiness upwards towards the 10. And then as you run out of the revving, or you get tired of doing it, and you come down again. Let's say something bad happens, or something that you didn't expect. So for example, you were going for a job, you didn't get the job. Okay, so your happiness might go down, and it might stay down there a little bit, but eventually status quo will come back and you'll be back to your 5. And life tends to go that way. And what you'll end up naturally is setting back into 5. And what you'll be told to believe is that if you keep revving yourself up, you will lift your set point. Now that's only partially true. And the reason is that your happiness is made up from different components. So what if I told you that 50% of what component brings together your happiness set point is your genetics? So things brought down from your mother and father, or from the ancestry, and you are bringing that set point with you, and you start life there. Yeah? So you start life there. And you start at whichever level. Some people are more happy than others. Some people start life feeling just generally sad. Maybe at a 3 or a 4. Some people wake up every morning and they feel like sunshine. They feel like a 7, 8 or 9. And some people have a neutral. So 50% of that is part of the genetic coding that you come with. And then you've got your 10% of circumstances. So, you know, if you are richer, or you have what you want, or a lovely soulmate, all the rest of it, that's only 10%. So where you are working your hardest, most of the time, most people, not everybody, but most people are working their hardest to get their 10% up. And that's not going to make a huge difference in the whole scheme of your life. The other 40% is your mindset, and that is where you can rev yourself up and you can do more. So imagine a space where you can reprogram all of the 50%, so the genetic coding, and the 40%. So I'm not talking about doing actions every single day. I'm talking about working on yourself on a subconscious level for the 40% of mindset, and on an ancestry and historical level, energetically, for the other 50%. So how cool would that be? So with that in mind, that's how you get to positivity without trying. Yeah. And there are various ways of doing that. There's one particular way that I use, which is fantastic. And if you work on that side of things, you'll find that every morning when you wake up, the gratitude will come much more naturally. And I would never suggest you stop doing that, because that's just phenomenal. But waking up in the morning and saying thank you it just becomes part and parcel. But you wake up saying thank you in a happy space. You don't have to try. You don't have to force it. And then all of the effortful things, like the affirmations, are building blocks just to take you higher, rather than taking you from sad state to neutral or slightly above. And that's where positivity becomes natural rather than a try. So guys, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think that's possible? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be recording some meditative hypnosis work, and I'll be offering some freebies for people. So freebies of the recordings. So if you would like to get download of the recording at any point, just pop in your comments, just say yes please, or recording please. I'm still editing it, and I'll be happy to shoot it over to you. Okay, I hope you have an absolutely phenomenal, amazing day, and keep working on getting that set point up so you can wake up every morning feeling jazzed up. Cool. All right, everybody. See you soon. It's been a total pleasure.